Hello, everyone. This is Ann Miller French with Angelik Hands here to do this week's episode of Mondays with the A Team. So, whether you're catching me here on the live or later on the replay, hello and welcome. And I am going to be sharing some channeled messages from the Archangels and the Ascended Masters. And based on this Easter Sunday weekend and, this resurrection energy, the resurrection of Christ. And when I had tuned in and I had asked the A team, what would they like me to focus on today? And this really had to do with our relationship with the Messiah and embodying the Christed consciousness, that energy within, and learning more about who Jesus was and what he did while he was here, and the messages that he shared as the Messiah and the Son of God, and how we can live our lives. So the word that I'm hearing is being a bit more humble, if you will, and less ego, and letting go of the identities and the filters and the masks and all the things that we've identified with for many years, if not our whole lives. And it's really stripping down and getting back down to basics and lovingly clearing the clutter. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do that. And there's different services that I offer at my practice, Angelik Hands. So to anyone that is not familiar with me, before I get started with the messages, just wanted to let you know who I am, what I'm all about. So I am a naturally gifted psychic and medium. And as a little girl, there were different things that I noticed, and I quickly realized that not everybody saw things as I did, or heard things as I did. But later on in life, as I started working more with my unique gifts and abilities, and work with different mentors, different coaches, and had that guidance with moving forward, I really started to embrace and embody more of who I am. But in the process, had to also, as I mentioned earlier in this broadcast, I had to clear out the clutter, like who I thought I was, and essentially letting go of who I am not, and really embracing more of the I am presence, and knowing that whatever word you place after that, it's and if you put any kind of like feelings and emotions behind that, it's like those thoughts and those words turning into form. So really being aware of what follows the I am. So with being a medium, I bridge the gap between the living and the afterlife. And that's with people, that's with pets, and providing information from a very loving, heartwarming space. And sometimes helping not only with the grief process, but also providing closure, providing answers to a loved one that would like to connect with someone that has passed on. The other part of that, with working with my psychic abilities, I work with all of my senses, if you will. So the information will come in different ways, and tuning in energetically and providing all the different possibilities in the universe as far as what is available for the person that I'm doing a reading for, knowing that one can take what resonates and then discard the rest. That's typically the message that I share, no different than if I'm receiving some information from someone. I'm going to take what resonates with me, my truth, my universe, and then letting go of what doesn't. And I also work with quantum energy therapy, light language therapy, Reiki therapy, and I am the quantum life coach. So I'm the creator of the Meet Your Higher Self VIP coaching program. And I am extremely passionate about this program. It is a culmination of everything that I offer, all wrapped up into one, with what I have described as not your traditional life coaching. This is life coaching where I teach you techniques called biohacking, and biohacking is a means of reprogramming the subconscious and unconscious mind as well as the body, and working through those walls, working through those obstacles, working through those challenges, working through those blind spots, and any part of self where you may be self-sabotaging your own life, or you notice that you're having a difficult time manifesting with manifestation, or changes in relationships, or changes in career, or something with your life or with your lifestyle, or something with fitness, something with health, something with wellness. So pretty much anything from A to Z. It's absolutely included in these sessions. Everything that I work with and offer is done remotely. So we connect through a Zoom meeting, and I also have clients that work over the phone. So really anytime, anywhere, all over this beautiful Mother Earth, I make that connection, and it allows me that flexibility to connect with others, which is wonderful. And so I'm going to get started with the information that's coming through. And for anyone that is hopping on, if you have a question that you would like to have answered by the 18th, feel free to drop it in, post it as a comment. And whether I catch it now, or if you're coming in later on the replay, if you find that there is a question that you have that you'd like answered, feel free to share it, and I will definitely answer it for you on the next broadcasted live. So, when we talk about the Easter energy, and what I was talking about earlier, and the Christed consciousness, and this resurrection, and this time that we're in, and the awakening and the ascension, and literally bringing home, calling home all the missing pieces of self, and creating that unity consciousness, and being in these elevated higher states of consciousness, and moving forward, and knowing exactly what part of you is running the show in your life, and really getting a better understanding of yourself, and your relationship to yourself, and relationship to your body, and being a disciple of your mind, of your thoughts. And the message that was coming through today from one of the Ascended Masters, Jesus. So whether you say Jesus Christ, the Messiah, he's, yes, the Son of God, and he was here, did a lot of work with healing. So, you talk about healing hands, and sharing messages, and working with different people from every different walks of life, and really shared the messages that came through from his Father, God the Father. And a lot of, when you look at even the Bible and look at different parts of the scripture and how that can tie in with your life, and using it as a guide, if you will, as a roadmap, if you will. And if you, let's say you ask yourself a question, how can I start moving my life forward in a way that's more centered and being of service, and using my gifts and abilities, living my life as my higher self, and it coming from the space, from a space of love and compassion. And I know for me, it's been very crystal clear as far as what my role is, my mission, being here at this time, and whether it's sharing a broadcasted live with others, answering questions for others, being a quantum life coach for others, serving in the capacity of an energy therapist, working with my gifts in a loving way, of being a psychic, being a medium, and working not only with people, but also working with animals. And as my inner self has been changing, I've been seeing a direct reflection of that outwardly, as far as different opportunities that have been presenting themselves, doors that felt like they were closed at one time. Now there's, and I kind of look at it like, if there's something that you're being guided to do, or if you're not sure and you're moving forward and you feel like there's closed doors, it's not a rejection, it's a redirection. So when you ask, know that it is given. So if you're asking for guidance, you're asking for help, or if you're praying or meditating or all of the above, going within and really focusing on why you're here and what your purpose is, and even having a closer relationship with the Ascended Masters, with the Archangels, with your team that's with you 24/7, and having a relationship with God, with Source, the universe, and tuning in and really honing in on, meditation, quieting the mind enough to receive in the information regarding, where you're being led. And that's through feelings. It's really through feelings. It's not searching for something external or outside of you. It's really tuning into that intuition and feeling your way forward, navigating your way forward with the feelings. Almost as if, the way I've described it is, when there's been times that I've been guided by my team, or even by the A team, I'll feel like that forward momentum, like I'm being guided forward. Or if there's any kind of a hesitation, I'll take a moment with that, or sometimes I'll sleep on it, to really be aware of what my action steps are. Like, taking inspired action is what I like to call it. Like, especially if you're making changes in your career, or you're being guided to make changes in your home life, or really whatever it is, or where you're currently living, or what you do for a living. So when you ask things in the form of a question, like even sitting down, what I'm hearing from the A team is, like, if you take a pen, take a pad of paper, and then write things down in a question format, or start having like an interview with yourself, or interview with the A team, know that they're always there 24/7 to assist us, to help us, to guide us. But ultimately, it is up to each and every one of us to ask for help, to be willing to accept the help, and then to learn to get out of our own way for the guidance, for the information to come through. That even means being a disciple of your own mind and what you're filling your mind with, what you're filling your vessel with. So that's really what I'm feeling this week is a self-examination of what this resurrection energy is bringing up for you at this time. Even asking yourself the question, what is my relationship to the Messiah? What is my relationship to this Christed energy within? Do you even know who your higher self is, like this highest version of you? And that is the focal point that we zero in on with my VIP coaching program, and really get to work as far as clearing away the things that are standing in the way of you ultimately quantum leaping and working with this highest version of you, imaginable. And it's the version of you that's complete, that is living heaven on earth, and is healthy, and really there is no worry. And it's bliss. I mean, it comes down to heavenly bliss, and knowing that you literally wake up, and knowing that when you get up, you know exactly like where you're being led, like you're following the guidance of your heart and soul, and whatever it is that you came here to create and birth into existence. So my intention is that you receive something from these, weekly episodes. I'm going to continue to do them until I'm advised otherwise by the A team. Because there are times where it morphs into something else, or I'm being redirected to whatever the next way to facilitate and get this information out. So to stay connected, I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel. Somebody asked me the question the other day, when I subscribe, is that free? Absolutely, yes. This is this particular platform where you're watching these live videos. It's free to subscribe. And it's a way to stay connected, stay informed whenever I go live and share guided meditations. Sometimes it's light language. It's these weekly Mondays with the A team, and other information that comes through. So you never know. But have a wonderful week, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. If you do have something that you would like to discuss, if you'd like to learn more about the services that I offer, all of my information can be found on my website, which is angelikhands.com. That's ANGELIKHANDS.com. And I do offer a free discovery call if you'd like to learn more about anything that I offer. Take care.